and then West Virginia, UK, the Netherlands, oh my goodness, Nevada. You guys, I'm so excited. Okay. We are gonna get started. I wanna make sure everyone gets transferred over, so let's give it another minute. Just make sure, first of all, do you have a pen? Middle of nowhere, Virginia. Do you have a pen? Do you have a piece of paper? Are you ready to take notes? Wanna make sure you are 100% ready. Once we are ready, let's get started. Okay, let me pull up the slides. We got backup. Pen and paper, oh, you guys are so ready. I love it. And just because we're on Zoom, I wanna make sure I can see the chat too. I'm gonna share my screen. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'll post the chat over here. All right, we can all see slides now, yes? It's 3 a.m. in Australia. Liz, I really appreciate you being on at 3 o'clock in the morning. Holy moly. Okay, I just want to make sure I honor your time, and I don't want to be here forever with you. Well, I don't want you to honor your time. I could be here forever with you, but I want to make sure we get straight to the content so I don't waste your time. So my name is Rachel Ngom, and I'm so pumped that you're here, and we're talking about 5 steps to go from a struggling blogger to a successful course creator. Okay, you're in the right place. Let's do this. This class is for you if you are sick of working harder, but you're just not seeing any tangible results to show for it. If you have a message that you want to get out to the world, but you're just not sure how to do it, you need a simple step-by-step strategy to leverage your time and to get more clients. You're looking to grow your business smart, and you're just done and you don't want to trade time for money anymore, basically. If you want to automate your lead generation and sales process so you spend less time working, and you're ready to take your business to the next level. So if you're ready, give me a shout out. If you're ready, give me a shout out. Let me know. Yes. Let me see if I can present and see the chat at the same time. View, present, and chat. Can I do it? Can I do it? Woo-hoo. Maybe. Nope. Exit present. That's okay. You guys, you don't have to be awesome at technology to have a freaking awesome business, just so you know. Just so you know. Okay. Okay, this class is not for you if you're not willing to try something new. And if you want a quick fix, anything worthwhile in life and in business, it's gonna take work, but I'm gonna lay this out for you in a way that is so simple for you to implement. And I'm gonna over deliver as much as humanly possible in the next 60 minutes. We're gonna have time for Q&A and all that stuff at the end. You're gonna learn some of my top strategies that took me from a struggling blogger to a multiple 6-figure course creator. And you can expect total transparency behind my online business. I'm going to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. So what I need from you, first, just let me say thank you. You're a trooper for being here with all technology issues. Sometimes they happen, but I just need your full attention and willingness to think outside the box with me. So I might share some things that are different than what you're doing right now, which is in a good different, but I want you to really think outside the box and listen to what I'm telling you, because it works. And then get some energy, jump around, and have a positive attitude. And then you can share this and tag me on Instagram or Twitter, wherever you are, and let me know that you are here with me live. I already had some of you messaging me on Instagram saying you were getting ready for class, which I'm so excited. And then when you're done sharing it, tagging me, put your phone down, get off of Facebook. I really need you to focus, because what you're going to learn is going to be a game changer. And so I want to hear from you. We got some bonuses that I'll talk about at the end of class. Which one do you want? I have a live workshop that's 14 ways to make $1,000 in the next 30 days, or my exact webinar slides that have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you tell me, which one do you want? And then we'll get started with the good stuff. Webinar slides, exact slides. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. Live workshop sounds fun. It is fun. Both. Laura. All right. Looks like we're split, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so you're going to be learning how to get absolute clarity in what you're offering and to who, or is it to whom? I'm not the best with grammar. And why most bloggers actually struggle to make money online, and how I created my first digital product and generated over 300,000 additional revenue in 1 year with one course. Is anyone here a Pin with Purpose grad, by the way? I would love to hear from you if you are on. And also we're going to go over 5 steps that will take you from struggling blogger to a successful course creator. Ooh, lots of Pin with Purpose grads. Yay. Okay, so I want you to think about your business. And I love comparing sports and business because in my mind, they're so similar. I was an athlete, played volleyball for 10 years, we actually won the Junior Olympics. I competed in China and in Italy, was an All-American. And what really gets you to that level is when you have a freaking awesome coach that's taking you there. So think about the best athletes. They have the best coaches that are helping them get results. And you need to think about your business in the same way. You don't do it alone if you want to actually get results. You have to have someone who's been there before you that can help you and guide you on your way to success, okay? Ooh, Megan's already getting results. Yay, exciting. Okay, so I think I already introduced myself. I'm Rachel, by the way. I'm a wife to my husband, Alphonse, for the last 8 years, and mom to TJ, who's almost 6. When I'm not running my full-time online business, I'm typically drinking wine, eating cheese, watching Friends reruns. Does anyone else still watch Friends? Because I'm pretty obsessed still. It's been off the air for how long? Still obsessed. It's still a classic. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got some Friends fans. Or traveling the world. So this month, has been crazy. We were in Israel for a couple of days. We got baptized in the Jordan River, which was so freaking cool. Freezing, by the way, this time of year. We were in Senegal, West Africa for the past 2 weeks. We live in France. And tomorrow I'm leaving to go to Paris to fly to San Diego to speak. I'm speaking at a business conference, Marketing Mastery. Ross in the leather pants is my favorite. That was so good. So good. And I was able to create a multiple 6-figure business in just 7 months. And if you think you can't do this, just so you know my background, I don't have a social media background. I have my master's in social work from the George Warren Brown School of Social Work in St. Louis. I didn't have this big friends list when I started, and I didn't live in a big town. I was living in a super small town with a newborn when I started. So back in 2013, this was when kind of like things were rough. So I was like trying to start my business, trying to figure stuff out, had negative $400 in my checking account. I had a brand new baby. I was 250 pounds. I was stressed out, frustrated, just trying to figure out what the heck I was supposed to be doing with my life. I didn't want to leave my new baby in daycare. Working like a cubicle sounded like prison. I did that in college and I was just like, nope, cannot do it. And the only job I could really find was cleaning equipment at our local gym for minimum wage. And it was just like, really, I have my master's from the top program in the country and I have all this experience. And I just knew that there was something bigger than what I was doing right now. I knew I was born to create an impact and do something. So I was in a part of a network marketing company and I just went all in. I was like, now is the time. This is when I'm going all in. And within 2 years, we reached 6 figures in our company, which was amazing. But then the company restructured. My income was cut in half and I was kind of left scrambling in 2016, 2017. What am I going to do? I had 50,000 followers on Facebook, 20,000 on Instagram, over 300,000 views on YouTube. Like I had this massive platform that I had built with my network marketing company. And they wanted more from me because, not everyone wanted the products that I was offering with my network marketing company. And so I just listened to my audience and I created a $9 ebook. And it's this little ebook teaching people how to eat keto-ish, high fat, low carb. When I launched that ebook, I made $1,000 the day it launched. It actually crashed my website because so many people were trying to buy it, and it still sells on a blog that I haven't touched in over a year. on autopilot, which is like mind blowing. And then again, listening to my audience, they wanted more. So I pre-sold an online course and I sent 2 emails to my list. I didn't have this like massive launch or anything. I was like, let's try this pre-selling thing. So I sent 2 emails to my list. This is one of them. And in those 2 emails, I made over $1,000, and that course still sells too over a year later, which is so cool. And so this kind of got me thinking like, what is possible? I was burnt out on the fitness space because I'd been in there for 7 years. I loved teaching to my team about social media and what I had learned to help them grow a business. And so I was like, what can I do? So I started She's Making an Impact from scratch at the end of 2017. I had no following. No one knew me for business. So I had this giant following in the fitness space, but it was literally starting from scratch. And I remember telling my mom that I wanted to do this. And she was like, why would you want to do this? You're starting over. You've built this huge thing. Why would you do that? And I told her, sometimes you have to give up the good to go for the great. Was it scary? Heck to the yes, really scary. But I just had that, you ever have that feeling in your gut? Man, this is what I'm born to do. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So I just followed that gut feeling and I went for it. And so September 2017, I pre-sold Pin with Purpose, which is so cool to hear that some of you are students from Pin with Purpose, and made a little over $1,000 pre-selling that course, which I was so happy with because I didn't know how people were going to react to it. And it just kind of gave me confirmation. Some people want this but feeling. And then December, I launched it with my very first online challenge and made $5,000 in that challenge. April, a couple of months later, I relaunched it, making $49,000 in 5 days. Now it's automated and selling daily, which it blows my mind what's possible in the online space. So can you imagine building a relationship with your ideal client without actually having to be there at that moment and being able to make sales whenever, wherever? So it was actually kind of funny when we were in Senegal. Has anyone been to West Africa, by the way? It was, we had so much fun. So we're, my son is 5, he was swimming in the pool, and I had a call with our team. We have a rock star team. So I brought my computer out so I could watch him sunbathe at the same time, have a call with our team. And we're just like, man, this is so cool. I'm able to be out here and work and then making sales at the same time and actually having a life and doing it on my own. Michelle says I was jealous. In Canada, yeah, it's cold there. But it's on my own time and on my own schedule, and I'm still being able to do my thing anywhere in the world, which is so, so cool. So let's dive into 3 big fat lies that keep many new and even seasoned business owners, bloggers, and entrepreneurs stuck. Oh, Samantha's been to the Ivory Coast. That is so cool. Okay, big fat lie number 1. There are only a handful of industries that are successful in blogging and course selling. And so the truth is, it's really about how smartly you niche down, which we're going to talk about, and how confidently you put yourself out there. There are people making money in seriously any niche, any market possible. You can teach how to get your baby to sleep. Or I have one of my students I'll talk about in a little bit. She teaches breastfeeding, and it's like she has courses in teaching all of this. You can teach how to make clothes for dolls. And recently because we're going to be in Senegal and doing businesses there, there's a course about how to do exporting from Africa. And I'm like, that is so niche. And that she is getting, oh man, I will buy her course because I want to learn how to do that. And it's exactly what I want and need. So no niche is too weird or unimportant. Kimmy teaches breastfeeding, baby sleep coaching. And you're stuck. Hold on, I can't see all of it. You got so stuck. No longer, boo. No longer. Okay. Big fat lie number 2. And just tell me if you have believed these lies, okay? And Candace doesn't know what product to create. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay, so big fat lie number 2, you need a huge following and a gigantic email list to launch an online course. So the truth, it's not the size of the list. It's really not. It's the engagement. And it just needs to be built and nurtured the right way. So you need to create that know, like, and trust factor. So we're going to talk a little bit more about list building and all of that, because this is so important. You really, when I pre-sold Pin with Purpose, I didn't have a list. Like, that was a brand new business. I launched Pin with Purpose less than 30 days after I started that business, okay? Big fat lie number 3, you can make $100,000 or more by investing nothing in your business. Here's the truth. It takes money to make money. You don't have to invest a ton in like all these different software programs and that kind of thing, because I bootstrapped this. Like, I used as many free software programs as humanly possible. But what I did invest in was a coach that taught me the strategies that I needed. You need to invest in yourself and your skill set. So there are ways that you could do everything that I'm going to be teaching in this class cheaply. And then as you have money, you can invest into, you know, price your softwares like Kajabi or ClickFunnels or something like that. I didn't start with those programs though. I started bootstrap. If you want a true business, if you're a legitimate entrepreneur, you have to be willing to invest in yourself if you want to grow. That is why my business took off. It's because I made that big, scary investment, and it just, like, when I did that, everything changed. Okay. Anyone else feel like this lab? Why most bloggers and entrepreneurs struggle. Michelle, is a lifestyle niche too general? Way too general. Way too general. Definitely. Megan, we will help you, boo. Okay, so you need to have a vision for what you're doing. And I know a lot of us are money motivated and we need to make money because it's our livelihood and all of those things. But earning 6 figures should not be the only motivation behind starting a blog and building your business. I want you to think bigger than that. You need to have a greater vision about what you want to achieve. And so I want you to think and tell me, what's that bigger impact that you want to make on the world? How will your success with your business impact your family? How do you want to be outrageously generous? What if you could give away a car or build a school? Or, gosh, you know, we were able to raise $10,000 to fight sex trafficking. Just think about what you would do if you weren't stressed about your own personal finances. How would you be able to give? What's that, like, big thing that you're just thinking, man, I really want to be able to contribute in this way? Lisa says, impact to assist writers become authors to share stories of resilience. Megan wants to empower women and give them confidence in tech they need. Awesome. You guys, you can really do so many amazing things. I mean, just being in Senegal and seeing all that need there, my mind was like racing. I'm like, we could do this and we could do this and we can employ these people and do this. And this business is helping us do this, okay? I'm going to stop saying this because that's a lot. You missed number 3, which is that you can make $100,000 or more by investing nothing in your business. You got to invest. But I really want you, write this down. What's my vision? And, you know, we're going through this a little quicker than, because I just want to make sure we have enough time to cover everything. But I want you to go back after this and actually journal this out. What is your vision? Candace is money motivated, which is fine. You need to help yourself, but I want you to also think about, when I have that 6-figure business, how am I going to be able to contribute? So when we were on food stamps and struggling financially, it was crap. I need to sell everything out of the house to get money back in our bank account and to, you know, be able to pay for our mortgage and those things. Like, that was necessity. And it was hard for me to see, like, bigger vision. But when we started having money coming in, it kind of frees you up. And I thought, man, we can now give and contribute and do all these things. But I want you to think about this vision piece now. Think about this now, okay? And so number 2 is going to be lack of focus. So no matter, I know that you're very smart. You have a million talents that you could help people with. But what I want you to do is focus. Focus on one particular problem that you are going to solve, because that's what business is. It's finding a problem, solving that problem. You need to focus on one thing that you want to be known for and get recognized as an expert in solving that problem. Most bloggers are way too generic and they try to be kind of like know-all for everything. And so I really want you to think, what is your focus? So like I said, I don't want you to be a lifestyle blogger. Those might have worked 10 years ago, not anymore. So when I was in my fitness business, I really niched down to keto instead of general health and fitness. Expert in balloons. Oh, that's cool. I was actually, so does anyone know Rachel Luna? She's rock star in the online space. She spoke to my ladies in Activate yesterday. Everyone's minds were just blown. It was so good. Oh man. But she said, I'm an expert in journaling. That's what I teach. And there's hardly anyone doing it in this space. Rachel Luna could freaking teach anything. She has an incredible business and she's so good at so many things, but she is really niched down and has that focus on journaling. Ooh, Candace says, I don't feel like an expert. That's such a good question. Oh, like such a good point. So to be quite honest, when I started teaching Pinterest, I was like, there's people doing this better than me. You know, what makes me so special? But what I want you to realize is that people are going to want to work with you because they know you, they like you, they trust you. And your ideal client is just a few steps behind you. It's going to be hard to be like the top in what you're doing, but you just need to be a few steps ahead of your ideal client. So I hope that helps. Okay. Number 3, your content lacks strategy and personality. So if you want to get different results, you actually need to be different. So I want you to think, what makes you different? And how will you show your personality and stand out? So I have people respond to me and they're like, oh my gosh, I love Friends too, because I include Friends gifts in my emails and that kind of thing. Or I talk about how I played volleyball and I have people that they connect to me because of that thing. Or they're a social worker. Or they, I actually had someone message me. She has, her husband's from Senegal too. She's like, we have the same last name. Or I share Friends and all that stuff. So I want you to think, don't try to please everybody because you're not. I want you to be you. And so I've actually had a student in the Impact Blogging Academy. She said, man, that just gave me so much freedom because I want you to be 100% yourself. Not everybody is going to get you, and that's fine. I want you to think about, it's kind of like you're driving in a car, and in that car, you want to pick up your best friends. Your best friends are the people that you want to work with. And you're going to get people that get in that car and immediately it's not a good connection and it doesn't work. And it's okay if they get out of the car to leave space for someone else to come get in that car with you. So you want to get like all your best friends working with you. And so Devin's an organized addict. So I want you to think, what is your personality? And could you be even more of yourself instead of just trying to please everybody? Because you're never going to please everybody. Let me tell you. Okay. Number 4 is ignoring the 80-20 rule. And so blogging doesn't just start and end with publishing content on your blog and saying, all right, I'm done. You need to actually spend time marketing, promoting that content so more people could benefit from it. And so I want you to think 20% of your time is actually putting into creating that content. 80% of your time is going to be spent promoting that content. Okay? 80-20 rule. This is like true in everything that you do in your business. And then number 5 is there's no end product. So, you've heard that blogging, it works for people that are making 6 figures and 7 figures, right? So you started one, but most people fail because they don't have that end product in mind. There's no next step for readers to take. So an online course. So I want you to think now, how do you plan to monetize? And start with the end in mind. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about this too. Boom, boom. Okay, just to recap, why most bloggers and entrepreneurs struggle: lack of vision, lack of focus, your content lacks strategy and personality, ignoring the 80-20 rule, and there's no end product. Tell me now, have you done any of these or all of them, or which one have you been struggling with the most? And let me see if I can get caught up on the chat. Ooh, Megan's but okay, she's a shoe addict, which people are totally gonna resonate. Like, other shoe addicts are gonna be like, oh my goodness, I get her. Candace, other photographers contact me for advice and mentorship. You need to step into the education space. Yes, this was actually where I was. I was consuming so much content, and I would take all these online courses, and man, I just didn't feel ready to, like, be the creator and to put stuff out there. And you know what? When I started actually teaching, I realized how much I freaking knew. And I was really it was doing me and my clients a disservice by waiting so long to put myself out there and creating Pin with Purpose, and then the Impact Blogging Academy, and then Activate. And so stop being a consumer and consuming everything. It's time to create and really put yourself out there, which is scary because, you're putting yourself out there. I know that's scary, but it's worth it. It's so worth it. There's people out there who need what you know, okay? Oh, lots of you. Getting enough content, not promoting content, too many offers. Okay, when do we need to get to an end product? Lack of focus, time to create, being too general. Janine, okay, we'll talk about niching down. Candace, you totally can fit it in. I've had so many busy moms who are working full-time, go through the Impact Blogging Academy, launch their course, and figure it out, okay? You can do this. Kim, it's time to actually get your booty out there. Okay. So you guys, using my strategy, it's going to help you automate your business. You're working smarter, not harder. You're going to get more traffic to your site, more traffic, more email subscribers, more income. You're going to be creating content that people are actually searching for. You're going to become that go-to expert, which it might not seem like it now, but you will, okay? And you're going to have people coming to you instead of you actually having to private message for sales. So you tell me, who wants to save time, get free traffic, get your message out to more people so you can increase your influence, income, and impact? Get me an amen, heck yes, hallelujah. No brainer. Amen. Okay, so let's look into 5 steps that actually help me increase my blog's readership, build a community, create and sell online courses. And so just a disclaimer, everything that you're going to learn in this class, it's going to require work, it's going to require dedication, and it's going to require commitment, especially up front. If you put in the work, you're going to be able to reap the rewards 100 times over, 1,000 times over. You can't just start a blog and put it out there and hope for the best. It doesn't work that way. This is a legitimate business. And when you do that, you can make big things happen, okay? So let's get into 5 steps to go from struggling blogger to successful course creator. Step 1, market research. This is where a lot of people stop. They skip this part. They think they don't need it for whatever reason. You need to do market research. So I didn't magically come up with this perfect niche and course, for the perfect audience at the perfect time. I listened to what people were struggling with. I could really understand the challenges they were facing and the results that they wanted. And I created a blog and a product around that. Who here has actually done market research? And tell me, which do you think is better? An offer that you assumed your target market needs, or an offer that you know your target market needs? Don't assume. Ask. There's actually a really good book called Ask by, I think it's Ryan Levesque. Really, really good. And so when I'm doing market research, some questions that I ask, and I'm doing like an actual video chat with people and getting to know them better. I'm asking questions like, what are your current goals? Why is this important to you? What's holding you back from achieving them? What are you struggling with? And when they're telling me this, I am taking notes, like, of their exact words, because I can use that copy and, a sales page and email, that kind of thing. And I'll ask questions specific to the program that's coming out. And so, example, when I was doing market research for Pin with Purpose, I didn't even know Pin with Purpose was going to be a thing when I was doing market research. I was just trying to figure out, okay, this is the general area, because I was good at all these other social media platforms. And I was like, What could I really teach? Because social media is too broad. I knew that I had to niche it down. And by asking questions about, why don't you like Facebook? Because they were telling me they were sick and tired of Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, okay, well, what do you want? They wanted lead generation. They wanted automation. They wanted to make it easier. And then I asked them, have you ever thought about using Pinterest? And like, they were just like, no. And that's when I was able to share my results that I got with Pinterest. They were super intrigued by what I was able to do. And I was able to get them on the wait list for Pin with Purpose. I even booked some private clients just by doing market research. This is so, so, so important. So here are some ways that you can do this now. If you have a Facebook community, you can create a poll in there and ask what kind of content they would like to see from you. You can include questions for people to answer when they join your Facebook community. You can create a survey using like SurveyMonkey or Typeform or Google Forms, send it to your email list or post it in your free community. And because, like I said, I had no audience. I couldn't do any of these things when I first started. I can do them now, but I couldn't. So what I did was I just created a post on Facebook and I asked, who of my friends is an entrepreneur? Comment below with what you sell. And I just messaged every single person. There was like 20 maybe that commented on that post. I direct messaged every single person, asked them, I just said, I'm looking to do an interview and interview successful entrepreneurs. Would you be willing to hop on a 15-minute call with me? And that's how I started, because I didn't have anyone to pull or anything like that. Okay, step 2. Oh, Ryan's giving away his book for free on his website. Thank you, Michelle. Get his book for free. Okay, step 2, niche it down. Niche it down. The riches are in the niches. So I want you to really think about, again, that focus. Who do you want to serve? How do you want to serve them? So I want to give you, make sure, okay. Do you need to know your niche or target market before you start blogging? I figured a lot of it out before. We dive into this like super duper deep with inside the Impact Blogging Academy. We started, like, I did all of it before and then created my blog and everything based off of what I got with my market research and basically through niching down that way. But I want to give you some examples of different niches. New moms that want to lose the baby weight. That was my very first niche because I gained 65 pounds with my pregnancy with TJ. And I started creating lose the baby weight groups. And everyone in my company was creating challenge groups. And mine was specific. I changed the name. I changed the focus. I changed my niche. And I just did a lose the baby weight group. Okay. And those things, man, that worked so well because it was so specific. And then when I was done losing baby weight, I was like, I need to come up with something else. So I started doing keto and intermittent fasting. So here are some more examples. Hockey players with time to nutrition. You could teach membership sites or Instagram stories or Pinterest ads. I only know one person that does Pinterest ads. And I get so many people asking me for help with Pinterest. I can only refer them to one person, an accountant who specializes in self-employed expats. They would get my business because I need help with that, right? A gym for moms who need childcare and maybe like a glass of wine or like smoothies or something. Dog training for abused dogs. I got Zozo, our dog, at the shelter, and he was abused when he was a baby and was super skittish. And so if someone would do dog training specifically for abused dogs, they would get my business, okay? And so I want you to think, how could you niche it down even more? Another, like I talked about, business in Africa. This woman is not teaching entrepreneurship to everybody because, right, that's too broad. She's teaching how to get started doing business in Africa. And I was like, when I went to her website, I'm like, you are doing everything that I teach inside IBA. Like, man, she was doing so good. I signed up for her freebies. I'm on her email list. I'm going to buy her course because I want to learn how to do that specific thing. Okay, so what is your blog going to focus on? Instead of being a jack of all trades and a master of none, focus on one thing. Which problem are you looking to solve with your course? And then do the above to connect. Your course should seem like the next logical step of your blog. And so let me give you an example of how this works. My fitness blog was blogging about the keto diet, My freebie was my free keto grocery list, and that would lead them to my keto ebook. Okay. My Pinterest blog example, I have content on Pinterest. And then I have my freebie, that's my Pinterest cheat sheet. And that leads them to Pin with Purpose. So they need to connect, okay? Really, really important. You can't just be blogging about everything under the sun and the course that you're creating isn't related. They need to be related. It needs to all connect. Am I making sense here? Okay, meet Miss Amy. She had her very first 5-figure week. Oh my goodness. She said, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing as much, or I could be doing better, but I'm inspired by the challenges running. She's got deeper clarity. Man, she's crushing it. She's taking messy action, which is what I teach. And so she's a student within the Impact Blogging Academy and had her first 5-figure week. And I know that she's got way more ahead of her. This is literally her just getting started. Okay, step 3, create relevant content. Okay, so key. Who here is creating content on a consistent basis? So after you do your market research, you know your niche, you know the challenges they have, the struggles they're facing, you need to focus on creating that relevant content. If you want to actually thrive as a blogger, you have to be consistent. So Megan, if you can't post once a week, maybe do twice a month. Even if you could only do once a month, obviously you're going to grow faster if you can do it a little bit more often, but whatever you can do consistently. I know for me, there was no way I could do 2 blog posts a week. Like that wasn't going to happen. And I thought about, man, what can I do consistently? Because consistency is key. It's so key. Your audience needs to know that you're going to show up when you say you're going to show up. You have to show up. If you say every week, be there every week. Okay? Like I write it down, write this down. I must be consistent. If you're not going to succeed. I'll tell you that. I read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy back when I first started my network marketing company, and I understood the value of doing small, seemingly insignificant things, and creating content on a consistent basis is one of those things, okay? So create relevant content on a consistent basis, okay? So your content should be helpful. It needs to be consistent, and I suggest a minimum of 1,000 words. Ideally 2,000, but even myself, I'm like a super brief writer. I'm not the best writer. Don't get it twisted. Like I barely passed English in high school. I write very conversationally, not academically, trust. I try to do 1,000 words and then I move on because I just know myself, but it's best for search engine optimization, SEO. We dive into that deeper inside the Impact Blogging Academy. If you can get at least 1,000 words, okay? It's gonna help you show up in search engines. Your content should leave your reader wanting to learn more from you. And you should be personal. Personable? Personal? I don't know, either one. And just showing you how much. So my blog posts have been viewed 130,000 times. And then this Pinterest blog, it takes a little bit of time to really gain traction, but my Pinterest blog already has 27,000 shares on one post. And I took that screenshot a couple of months ago even. Okay, step 4, email list, building your email list. Who here is building their email list? Who here is building their email list? Working on it? Okay, good. You guys, you don't own Facebook. You don't own Instagram. You don't own YouTube. You have to build your business on a solid foundation, which is something you own, which is your email list. You have to. Have to. Okay? So after you set up a blog, it's super important that you're capturing your visitors' email addresses. So if you're getting traffic and you're creating content and you're doing what I'm teaching, but you don't have a good freebie there, that person might read the post and then disappear off into the internet wherever they came from. This is important. Write this down. I must build my email list. This is very, 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 very important, okay? So you could have a content upgrade, whatever free gift. Do not have a box at the bottom of your website that says subscribe to my newsletter. Nobody wants a newsletter subscription. You have to give away something juicy in exchange for that email address. And so I want you to think, how can you add value to your ideal client and solve a problem? And it doesn't have to be this like massive, elaborate thing. My cheat sheets do so well. So I have cheat sheets, I have checklists, I have my free grocery list. I have, you could do an audio, a video, a challenge, a list, a webinar, whatever. There's so many different things that you could do. I've done them all of them. Man, this cheat sheet, both of these converted really, really, really well. Again, just think it's simple, 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 simple. And then you want to make sure that you're staying in touch with your email list. And I like to say no wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Because you don't want to feel like a sleazy salesperson who's only messaging people when you have something to sell. Okay? You want to build a relationship with your audience. And again, create that know, like, and trust factor. So some different email things that you could do if you're struggling with that. Let your list know about new content you publish when you go live on Facebook. Whenever you have, a new blog post that you've written, or it's just like, I saw this video and I thought of you. Think about how you could really add value to your people. And again, the people on your email list, that's your tribe. Those are the people you need to take good care of them. And I think the chat keeps going. I want to make sure I stay focused. Someone said, I don't have a ton of time. I batch my emails. And so maybe it's like the start of every month, you write 4 emails, you get it done, you batch it, boom, and you schedule it out. So it's really important that you do this. Don't skip this step. It's really important for your course launch and everything that you're doing. Your list needs to be warm. If you're building an email list, but you never email them, your list, so we call it a cold list, okay? And you can't sell to a cold list. Does that make sense? Step 5, create your course. Does anyone have a course, by the way? I'm very curious. Does anyone have an online course? So before you launch, okay, some of you, yes. Before you launch your offer, first, validate the idea by pre-selling it. And you're going to have so many hot leads that are ready to buy as soon as it goes live. So when I was going to launch Pin with Purpose, I was able to pre-sell 7 spots that infused cash into my business. It gave me more confidence, and it proved that my offer was filling the gap in the marketplace, and it was needed. So here's a mistake that I see people making. They create the course first, and then they try to sell it. I see a lot of people doing this. Don't create your course until you've had people that purchase it. Most entrepreneurs are spending so much time creating this course and nobody buys it. Did I just blow a few minds? Don't create your course yet. You gotta pre-sell it. Candace blew my mind. Write this down. I hope you're taking notes. Like this, man, I'm gonna save you so much time, stress, headaches. Good, Candace, I'm happy you're taking notes. Do not create your course until you have people that have purchased it. V, if you only sell one, no, don't refund. Add freaking massive value to that one person and get a really good testimonial from them. Get a really good testimonial. Meet Miss Kim. Within, I think, the first week of going through the Impact Blogging Academy, she was able to pre-sell her course, cover the first month of the payment plan. She says the beauty in this course is it's practical. So many courses just talk about theory, but IBA gives you examples that you can use as a template, and I love the practical applications. This has revolutionized everything for me. I finally see the dream becoming a reality. So how would you feel if I told you next month even, you would have a strategy automated and have more leads and more sales? As a result, you're going to gain more confidence, more knowledge, more growth, more time, more freedom, more opportunities, and stop spinning. Does anyone feel like they've been spinning in circles in their business, just trying to get all these bits and pieces from all over the place, and it's just not fitting together? Boo, you need the Impact Blogging Academy. This is literally A to Z. I'll talk about it. We're going to get you from stop spinning, okay? So do you want to do something that you love without trading time for money, Stop spinning in circles, have a step-by-step plan to create a blog and a business that is, people are just like, they want to buy it, they want to do work with you, they want to do it. So you need to go from either selling nothing or one-on-one services to either more evergreen, consistent sales models so you can have more freedom, more impact. But anyone kind of like this hamster trying to spin your wheels, figuring out where to start. And you're meant for more, you're just not sure how to do it. You see possibilities, but you don't have clear direction. You have passion, you have experience, you have gifts, but you don't have a plan to monetize. Meet Miss Megan. We were in the same network marketing company together, and she wanted to branch out and do her own thing. So we started working together. She did her first launch, made $7,000 her first launch with her free 5-day challenge. We teach you how to do this with inside the Impact Blogging Academy. Then she started going through webinars, which we teach inside IBA. She made $4,000 on a 1.5-hour webinar. The next launch that she did was in a brand new niche. So she was in the fitness space with that first one. She branched out, brand new niche, made $20,000 her next launch. She said, if it wasn't for the system, I have no clue where I'd be besides $30,000 poor. I have clarity, huge vision, most importantly, impacting so many more women than I could have purely through one-on-one coaching. I'm forever grateful, can't recommend IBA enough. And so she's always sharing me screenshots and she's like, look at my traffic. She has, this, I'm sure it's grown since then, over 1,000 people visiting her blog every single week. New subscribers, 20. She had 30 new leads in 24 hours. And automated, like we teach within IBA. She sold a $197 product from a cold lead automated on her website. So let me ask you, have you set your business goals for this next year? Do you have a roadmap to make it happen? And how would you like to have a business that's actually working for you so you can live more and give more? And let me just tell you, your business will not grow by posting on Facebook and hoping and praying that someone's going to see it. There are so many different ways that you can build your business, but you need a specific strategy of this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3. And I want you to think, why are you here? Why did you take the time and struggle with me with all the technology issues and you stayed on this entire time? Why are you here? You have an important message that the world needs to see, and you're done wasting time creating content that's just being ignored. You're sick of spinning your wheels on Facebook and Instagram, and you just want to be told what to do, how to do it, to see real results like a freaking killer business. And it's time to take the overwhelm out of this entire process. So IBA, the Impact Blogging Academy, it's really a system that takes all the guesswork out of the implementation, and it's going to secure your business with profitable, repeatable, and scalable flood of traffic and profits. And again, it's your freaking time. Nothing I've shared with you is theory. This is exactly what I've done. IBA is A to Z what I did to do brand new business in the end of 2017 to over $430,000 in sales and over 1,700 clients in 2018. It's literally what I did step by step by step. And I'm not extra special. I just have a system that works. If I can do this, you can do it too. So the obvious question, how do I make this work so I can start seeing results quickly? Option 1, do what you've been doing. Waste a ton of time and effort trying to figure it out by yourself. Spend money on ads, continue to spin your wheels, getting nowhere. Option 2, fast track your results with inside the Impact Blogging Academy. So let's work together, create a smart business and strategy, okay? So I want to share with you just what's included within IBA. There's a ton. So if you have questions on what's included, let me know. But like, this is literally business in a box, what you need to get to the next level. So we got different phases in the program. Phase 1 is your foundation. And so for those of you who are struggling with your niche, we go over niche clarity. So you're going to know exactly what your business should be, who you're marketing to. You're going to know who your perfect client is, how to speak to them, what language you should say, how to set up a fully functional blog. Phase 2 is attracting. So how to actually build your email list, how to do email marketing for your blog, how to create killer blog content and repurpose it, how to boost your traffic, for your blog, free strategies with SEO and Pinterest. Phase 3 is pre-launch and launch. So we're going to go through planning out your course, how to pre-launch your course, how to get media attention. So I cover how to get on podcast interviews, literally like my exact pitch script. You're going to get that. How to get, like, fill up your challenges or your webinar for free strategies. Cause I know I didn't have money to pay for Facebook ads when I first started. So I'm teaching you like all these different ways, and the impactful launch method. So how do you run a 5-day challenge? How do you run a webinar? What are the exact emails that I send? All of it. You can literally clone my sales page, clone my opt-in page, tweak it so it's your own, but you get that too. And then delivering, scaling, and rapid growth. So how to create your course, what platform should you use, how should you record it, all of that. Analyze and optimize your launch. So basically, what do you do after the launch? All of the optimization, because the first time you launch isn't the last time you launch. And then evergreen funnels and passive income. So taking what you did and turning it into something that's passive. So you're literally able to make money while you are on vacation, while you sleep. You can sell it every freaking day, no matter what. So here's a recap of the modules, exact steps that I take, okay? And we got bonuses. So I try to think of what's really going to help and support you, because trust me, if you've ever gone through any of my courses, I really do adore my students and I want them to get the absolute best results possible. So I thought, what would really support you as you're going through this process? Plug and play launch playbook. So literally my exact webinar slides. You're getting my exact email sequences, my exact sales page, so you can clone it, tweak it, make it your own, and run with it. So I don't want you to have to reinvent the wheel. You can take what's proven to work and run with it, okay? We also have the Profitable Launch Masterclass with the launch queen, Stacy Tushel, who's sharing how she has multiple 6-figure launches. We go over Facebook ads, because once you get through the first 3 phases and you've done a launch, you're going to have some money in the bank, which is cool. We teach you how to scale it, and Allison's going to teach you how to actually do Facebook ads so you can scale it, which is so exciting. And then we have a workshop with Meryl Kriegsman on how to create copy that converts. So a lot of times entrepreneurs are creating an opt-in page or a sales page, but it's not working. And she really teaches you what is the disconnect and how to write copy that converts, so your opt-in pages will convert over 50%. And then outsourcing and hiring a dream team. So I want to teach you how to scale. So the whole purpose of IBA, it's to help you stop trading time for money and start making money on autopilot, so you don't actually have to be there. And outsourcing and hiring a team is such an important part of the process. So I'm teaching you. You see Michelle is on here. She just posted the link where you can sign up for IBA. Awesome. You'll learn how I hired some rock stars on our team, and it's literally step by step. We use something called Process Street, where I'm documenting the exact job listing that I did. So you can swipe that. The exact interview questions that I asked, so you can swipe that. So here's a recap of all the different bonuses that are included with IBA. And I want you to meet Taylor. So Taylor came to me and she was like, man, is IBA too advanced for me? I'm literally just starting from scratch. I'm brand freaking new. And I was like, girlfriend, sign up. I got you. She went from 5-figure years to 5-figure months. She says, IBA is no joke. This experience has been insanely valuable. This is exactly the push I wanted and needed when I signed up. She started with 0 subscribers, 0 email lists. We literally didn't have this business. Did not have it. Went from 0 subscribers to 1.3 thousand people on our email list in 3 weeks. 0 Facebook community to a Facebook group of 1.1 thousand people in 2 weeks. And she started her business in August, and she posted this. This was literally like 30 to 60 days later, it had her first 5-figure month. She said, this program honestly changed my business forever. So what you'll have done after the course, you'll know your niche. Like, that is a given. You'll have your blog set up. You're going to have traffic coming to your blog. Your audience is going to be growing. You're going to be creating killer content. You're going to create and launch your course with success. You're going to be a go-to expert that's generating passive income. And what you're going to create is that unique advantage in your business by doing something different. You're going to have raving fans with your content and freebie. You're going to have an endless stream of new leads ready to buy, sales on autopilot, and a freaking massive impact. Katie says, if you're able to do it, do it. There's tremendous value in the course already. I'm just one module in, super duper grateful for the opportunity to be in IBA. So everything included in IBA is valued over $9,000, everything from just the course and everything. And to be quite honest, I should probably value it more than that because this is what you need for your business. You can get started today by one payment of $997 or 4 payments of $297 if you want to do standard version, or we have a VIP version. Let me break these down for you. Standard is the entire course, everything I just mentioned. You get lifetime membership access, all the different bonuses that I mentioned. We also have a private Facebook community that's going to support you, 12 60-minute group coaching call recordings, everything that I just mentioned. For those of you who know you want to dive deeper, I have a VIP option. You're getting everything in IBA standard, plus you're getting access to our workshop, 14 Ways to Make $1,000 in the Next 30 Days. You're also going to get a personalized business review. So I will look at your social media platforms. I will look at your opt-in page, your sales page, your blog, your funnels, everything, and give you feedback on what you need to tweak, what you need to change, how you can improve it to increase your ROI. And then we're going to have a private 60-minute follow-up call going over everything that you have created. Meet Miss Kelly. So I actually just talked to her the other day and she said, I now make in a few days what I used to make in an entire month. And Kelly is a lactation specialist. She has kids. She's busy. And she said, before IBA, I was on a hunt for ways to automate my business. One thing I knew I needed was an email list and a healthy nurture sequence to keep my audience engaged. I didn't know how to grow an email list or what the heck to write in a nurture sequence. So my nurtures have been a bust. Since starting IBA, I've been able to grow my email list with the highest converting opt-ins I've ever had. And I'm optimizing my blog post to capture leads. And I have a nurture sequence that's converting my leads into customers. This is huge. I've made 3 sales today from just my first 2 emails, and this is only the beginning. So we do have a pay in full bonus. So we talked about the workshop, 14 Ways to Make $1,000 in the Next 30 Days. This will blow your mind. Oh my goodness. So Katie actually said, like, this is actual footage of my face, like right after we did this workshop. And man, pay in full so you can get this because you're going to get so many different ideas to help you make those $1,000 in the next 30 days. We have a 30-day do the work money back guarantee. So you have to do the work. And the people that are within IBA, once you join, you get access to that Facebook community, which they are amazing. They're doing podcast interview swaps, Facebook live swaps. They put together an online summit together. Like, there's so much collaboration happening in there. You get a tribe like automatically when you join us. And I'll just tell you, if you're the kind of person who wants to just like test it and ask for a refund, this is not the program for you. We really have attracted the doers, the people who will do the work. If you do the work, you don't get results, we will give you a refund within 30 days. But if you're even thinking about it, don't sign up. You're going to get results when you do the work. Katie is an accountant and wanted to take her business online because she has 2 new kids with a 3rd on the way. And she knew she needed a way to automate and put things online so she wasn't trading time for money. She now got 18 people in her mini starter kit. I think this was like 30 days in. She's doing a live Zoom within the next week. She made her first $300 in the online space in 2 days and feeling encouraged. Natalie says, Rachel breaks it down. I've spent some serious money on courses, always felt something was missing. Then I ran across Rachel and knew this was the missing link. It is worth your investment. Okay, here's what happens next. So Michelle put the link to where you can get started. So click that link and then you'll just click the button that says, yes, I am ready. And then decide if you want to do standard, pay in full, if you want to do payment plan, or VIP. And then champagne celebration, because that's how we roll. So Robert Kiyosaki says, don't say I can't afford it. Ask, how can I afford it? In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take, the relationships we were afraid to have, and the decisions we waited too long to make. And I want you to think the return on your investment, man, 10 times over, 100 times over, which is 100% possible. And I want you to imagine your blog being that go-to resource in your niche, and you have hundreds of customers sending you love letters because you've been offering the exact solution that they've been looking for. Imagine having the ability to increase your income without having to increase your workload or trading hours for dollars. Imagine having the freedom to explore the world, take your family on amazing vacations, go on mission trips, give back, and make a greater impact. Imagine spending more time with friends, family, and treating your loved ones to something special and fun, and doing what you love, and sharing your knowledge with the world. So I will see you inside the course, and we've got time for Q&A. Janine, hard to tell you percentage-wise, but the ones that do the work see success. So as long as you're an action taker, you will be fine. Hit me up with your questions. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Krista, you will definitely get guidance within IBA. List, we talk a lot about WordPress within the course, but I have students that have set things up on Kajabi as well. I'm trying to think if anyone has used another platform. Some of them liked Kajabi and went with that, but I love WordPress just because of all the customization options that you have. Yes, Stephanie, we definitely include simple things like that. We also talk about what you need to have on your About Me page to increase conversions, what you need to have on your blog homepage to increase conversions, because that's what we're all about. The essential pages that you need to have on your blog to increase conversions, which is so important because most people have way too many tabs, and so we simplify everything. Okay, Candace, I'd like to do this, but no time to create video courses right now. What other types of courses are there besides video ones? I mean, you could do audio, you could do an ebook. There's so many different things that you could do. It doesn't necessarily have to be video content. If you did audio stuff, that could work too. WordPress.org, yes. Will this be replayed? Yes, Gail, it will be replayed. If you want the replay, just shoot us an email. All right, hit me up with any questions that you have. When does registration close? Will be 72 hours, I believe. This is not something that you can just get on my website at any point. You have 72 hours. The 60-minute calls are already recorded. So you get, thank you, Michelle. So you actually get access to everything right away, and you get to work on it on your own pace. So you can dive into it immediately and binge everything, or you could spread it out and take a little bit longer for those of you that have busier times. Tracy, do you have lifetime access to the course? Yes. Lifetime access to the course? Yes. Lifetime access to the Facebook group? Yes and yes. And updates whenever I change my strategy. So if anything changes in what I'm doing, I update the course. How exactly do you go about getting word out about your ebook or course launch besides your membership list? We talk all about that within IBA. There are a million different ways to get more visibility. And within the Facebook community, they have really started to work together to help each other promote each other's content and each other's launches and that kind of thing. But we dive in deep into that within IBA. Stephanie, do you have some participants start off with several niches in mind and create courses on several? Do you recommend focusing on one? I do have people that sign up and they have a lot of things they want to do, but I help them focus on one because you're not going to be able to build many things well when you're first getting started. I want you to pick one thing and become really freaking good at that before you move on to something else. So you're going to focus on one. Focus on one. Focus. Tracy, is it an issue if we already have a WordPress blog, or do we need a specific template? No, that's not an issue. You could tweak what you already have. Not an issue at all. I'll have the recommended plugins that you should have and themes that we use and recommend. I mean, you could switch things around easily. Good questions. Is helping Christian moms survive a stress and narrow down enough niche? I would say so. We have Christian moms that, gosh, in IBA, Christian moms that are helping moms, obviously, with post-adoption stress, which is very good a niche. Does it cover organic digital marketing? So we cover free ways to get more traffic to your website, and then free ways to help you get more people to sign up for your anything, for your freebie, for your webinar, for your 5-day challenge. So we cover all that stuff. Candace. So what you could do, you could sign up for regular. When you're ready, I'll let you upgrade to VIP. I don't know when I'll be doing it again, so I wouldn't wait. Do I go into SEO? Yes. Definitely. SEO, I mean, you guys, my fitness blog had 34,000 people visiting it from Pinterest. I'm trying to think of what it had total. It was like 50,000 total, I think. A year later, it's gone up, and I haven't posted on it in a year. So now it had like 75,000 people visiting it, and that's SEO, Google, and Pinterest. I definitely teach a lot of search engine stuff just because that's going to work best. I mean, it's going to work best in terms of passive. With Instagram, you have to post every single day. Facebook, you have to post every single day. If you want something working for you, build it on a search engine and figure out how to master it, which is what we teach. Awesome, Candace. Nancy, I have an MLM business selling naturally based hair products. So I'm thinking of doing the blogging niche, Healthy Hair Mama, focusing on moms. Is that specific enough? I want you to think about what your course is going to be outside of your MLM business. So, I mean, I've used my blog to build my MLM business. I have over 300 people that I sponsored, but I want you to not be, this is where I was. I don't want you to be reliant on your MLM, because that's 100% where I was. I want you to diversify your income and have something that you can control. So when my MLM company restructured, my income was cut in half. I learned I have to be the one in control, not my company. So that's when I started really branching out and focusing on my own thing. Candace, yes, this is 100% different than Pin with Purpose. 100% different. We talk like a little bit of Pinterest strategy just so you can get enough to get something working, but it's so much more than Pin with Purpose. Pin with Purpose is like a snack compared to IBA. IBA is just like the whole shebang bang. It's really like A to Z what you need. What other questions do you have? Can you post the link to the Pin with Purpose course as well? Michelle, can you do that for us, please? Surely. How many hours is the course? Total, good question. I'll tell you that the modules are short because I'm busy like you're busy. And so we have very busy moms that get through the course and make it happen. I create the content and I make it as short and actionable as humanly possible so you can get through it and take massive action. Candace, that's what I love about Pin with Purpose, short videos, but super informative. That's my goal. That is 100% my goal. I don't want you sitting there seeing me like twiddling my thumbs. I want you getting through it because I want you to get results. I don't want your money. Like I want you to freaking get results. And that's what you're going to get. Where should we email to request a copy of the replay? Michelle will post it. Yes, Stephanie, awesome. It's clientcare@rachelandngom.com. If I binge, how long do I need example in a day? Michelle, we'll need to figure out how many hours is like the entire course. I couldn't tell you exactly like how long it will take you, but I'll just tell you we have very, very busy people that get through it and make it happen. Candace, I signed up for so many courses. You do a great job on real content and no fluff. Thank you. I received that. I've signed up for a lot of courses too, and I'm just like, get to the point. I have stuff to do. No, I won't waste your time with anything, I promise. It's everything that you need that's essential. Thank you, Charlie. I just think of what I would want. What do I like? I don't like it when people are wasting my time. Stephanie says, ready to fail forward. Yes, boo. Yes, I love it. I'm so excited for you. Love it. What other questions do you have? I feel like we covered a lot. I hope you guys found value in this. Again, sorry for the tech issues, but it happens. I'm selling digital products in a very niche down design service from CNC Plasma Cutting. I've started a blog on Weebly. I'm struggling to get traffic to my website even after Pin with Purpose. Will IBA help me get more traffic and grow? Yes. Yes, Samantha. Plus, let me just tell you, the students in the Facebook community, I swear, like it would be worth $1,000 just to get inside that Facebook community with how they work together. I attract some really freaking cool people that are gonna help you. Of course, no problem, Candace. I am happy to help. Who is on the fence? They're just not 100% sure if this is for them. Oh, love you too, Megan. Candace, I got the best thing from your Pin with Purpose course. One of your students lives here in Dallas and booked me for a branding shoot. Who? That's amazing. Megan, you'll make the time. If it's important to you, you'll make the time. Make that commitment to yourself. You're either going to be here where you are now, spinning in circles, getting nowhere, or you freaking commit and you go all in. Make it happen. Make it happen. Candace, networking, do not underestimate the power of networking. That is what the IVA community really does. They're so good at it. Any other questions? I want to make sure if you have a question, I don't leave you hanging. Kind of funny that I just posted a blog, The Importance of Investing in Yourself today. Megan, let me tell you. So you guys, I know this is a big investment. Like I know it is. And it's those investments, it's worth it, first of all, that are going to catapult you to success. When I was struggling with, like back in network marketing days, 2013, I remember there was a course that came out. It was like a 6-month program, and it was $455 a month. And I just remember we could not afford it, first off. But I had that like feeling in my gut that was what I needed to do. And I remember going to my husband, I was like tears down my face because that was like $1 million a month for us back then, man. And I just remember being like, this is what I need to do. And it's that investment. I showed up, I was the best student, and that's what took my business to the next level. It's that course that helped me go from food stamps to 6 figures, that investment. Similarly, when I hired my coach, I was making, at that time, my network marketing company, I went from 6 figures to $4,000 a month. Scary as heck. And I found my coach, and it was $2,000 a month to work with her, literally half of our income. And I just said, okay. I had that gut feeling again. I was like, I know this is what I was meant to do. And I did it scared, and I did it anyways. That first month, I made $3,000, made that investment back. I think it was like my 6th month. I had multiple six-figure business. First year, $430,000. Like, it's those things when you invest in yourself, it's going to pay off. But you can't just sit back in fear, hoping and praying that something is going to change, because it won't if you don't do something to change. Megan says, going to take my own advice. Excited for you, Bill. Candace, that's how I feel right now. I need residual income so I can quit the day job and serve more women. Boo, you need this. List, I'm on the fence. Time. I can carve time, but how much? Also with content, I understand you met overviews, but something's missing. I teach and speak live, but moving all online. I'm wondering if one-on-one is a better option. No, there's a way for you. I mean, you could start with one-on-one. You could start that way. And then move into creating a course. But one-on-one is going to be that you're trading time for money. You need something that's passive because there's only so much time in the day and you're going to burn out. So you could start with one-on-one and then you'll have more cash to invest into other parts of your business, which is totally fine. Totally, totally fine. Another question, do we take PayPal? Yes, you can email us and Michelle will hook you up. You guys, you can make it work. Trust me. Oh, one-on-one with me. You want to work one-on-one with me or IBA? It's up to you, boo. It's up to you on what investment you want to make. Do you discuss incorporating affiliate marketing? Just curious. I don't, but that could be a cool bonus. Megan says, I'm excited. All in. Let's do this. Yeah, Megan. I'm pumped for you, girl. Super duper pumped for you. Hey-o. Super duper pumped for you. Yo. Oh, let's see. Who's Michelle's boxing me. Okay. Okay. Have you had food bloggers in your course? Yes. Goodness, we've had so many just completely different random niches. I mean, accountants, adoption specialists, lactation specialists. They're like all over the place. Could you be a food blogger? Heck to the yes. Heck to the yes. Could you upgrade to VIP at a later time? Yes, I will allow you to do that. You're welcome, Ashley. What other questions do you have? If you're on the fence, I want you to get off of it. Fences hurt your butt, and I don't want you there. Definitely don't make being busy an excuse. You're always going to find excuses. Trust me. You will always find an excuse to prevent you from getting started, because getting started is scary. It's vulnerable. You're putting yourself out there. Get over your excuses and frickin' do it. Yes, you could be a total beginner and do it. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. It's literally A to Z. Yep. Yep. I mean, this, you can see here, that's Taylor. Taylor, brand freaking new, had her first 5-figure month. Is it beneficial for not beginners? Yes. Heck to the yes. You're gonna definitely find things that you need to integrate, you need to tweak. And this 5-figure month would be amazing. You can do it. Why not you? Even if you don't feel like a specialist in a field / niche. We kind of talked about that already. Trust me, you can become that go-to expert. You have to start putting yourself out there and creating content. And you're not going to be like the top of the top, especially when you're first starting, but you just want to be ahead of the people who want to learn from you. So you just need to be like a couple steps ahead of them. Yeah, quit your day job. Yep. No problem. Any other questions? Yes, Liz, Michelle will get you. Michelle's got you. Any other questions? Do you work with folks whose first language is not English? Oh, that's a good question. What language do you speak? I attract some Frenchies just because I speak French. Trying to think. I'm not quite sure, actually. Michelle, Liz needs the PayPal link. So could you make sure you send that to her? Bulgarian, but I would definitely like to lead write everything in English. Then do it. Then do it, do it, do it. Although that could be a cool niche because there's probably people in Bulgaria that need help with what you're doing. So that could be cool. Because I know, I see a lot of like Gary Vaynerchuk putting stuff in French and stuff like that. Could be interesting. Okay, last call for questions, just because I want to make sure the right people get in before we close registration. Again, you have 72 hours. This isn't something that you can just get on my website. You got to take frickin' action and make a decision. The successful entrepreneurs are the ones who make a decision and they take action. Let's just want to make sure you see Michelle's post. Michelle, could you just copy her email and then you could hook her up? Candace says, I'm going to sign up. I'll figure this out somehow. Yes, you will. Yes! Excited for you, Bill. Excited for you. So after you sign up, you're going to get a welcome email. You're going to get access to the course within Kajabi immediately. You'll get the email. It includes the link to the Facebook community so you can introduce yourself to everyone in there. Michelle, I'm unable to see her messages. Oh. Interesting. Do you see it, Michelle? I just posted it, so you can grab it. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. I got you, boo. Cool. If you have a question, email us, clientcare@rachelandngom.com. If you need PayPal, email us, clientcare@rachelandngom.com. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on, Liz. We'll get you. But take massive action, make it happen. I cannot wait to see those of you who are joining us with Inside the Impact Blogging Academy. Your business is going to change dramatically, and I can't wait to have you be our next testimonial. So I'm going to let you guys go. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.